To switch between the two modes, you can go into the settings by clicking on the settings icon. On this screen, you will see two options for the scanning and tap probe modes. Select a mode, click the apply button, and then click the green tick to confirm your selection. We will now cover setting the magnetic function buttons. The purpose of these buttons is to select the measurement functions easily without having to put your hand on the mouse, allowing one-hand operation for your inspections. You can place the buttons anywhere in the measurement area, and then we just have to teach the position in Aberlink. After placing your button, hover over the appropriate button icon, right-click to choose Teach Granite Position. Using the stylus, take 3 points in any 3 corners to teach the button. We will now do this for the remaining buttons. If you want to unteach the position of a button, simply right-click on the button in the software and click on Clear. By default, the FULCRUM comes with 8 magnetic buttons for line, plane, circle, point, undo, split curve, probe on-off, and feature predict. You can also make your own magnetic buttons for other functions in the software if needed. With the on-off button here, you can switch it on by hovering the probe over the magnetic on-off button. Now the probe is on, the text has changed to select a feature. It is important to measure a plane as your first unit because all subsequent features will be projected into the plane. Using our function buttons, let's choose the plane and take some points. Now we need to measure a circle. You don't have to close the previous plane unit down, as this will automatically close and open the new unit when you select the function again. We can just select the circle function and start taking our points. Now we will measure the inner bore. And now we will measure the 6 holes in our PCD. The way the probe works is the software senses when the probe lifts off the surface, so it's not taking the point on approach, but when you actually move the probe away. If you don't hear the point beep, then just take the point again. As you can see, we have very quickly and easily measured all the holes on our PCD. Now let's click the line function and measure the outside edges of the test piece. We will continue to use the circle function to measure the other diameters on the part. You might notice that the circle we've just taken isn't visible in our inspection. Sometimes the unit projection can be incorrect. As can be seen in the unit details, it is projected into unit 11. To correct this, simply click the plane To measure a cone, select the cone feature. Click on the plane button and choose the measured option. Click the desired projection plane and start taking points. If you want to construct a PCD of these 6 holes, then select the circle function, then select Feature Construct. You can simply click on the features you want to use for the construction, so in this case the 6 holes, then click OK. This is the same method you would use. Using the split curve function, we will measure this small pocket on the edge of our large inside diameter and then large pocket to the front of the test block. Using the probe, hover over the split curve and position the probe in the pocket. Make contact with the surface you wish to measure and wait for the confirmation beep. Guide the probe around the pocket and then pause when you've completed the move. As you can see, when using scanning mode, the software will automatically dimension the feature you just measured. You can position these dimensions wherever you see fit by clicking and dragging them to their desired position. Using the split curve function again, let's measure the large pocket at the front of our test block. Again, wait for the beep before starting the move and make sure that you travel slowly around the pocket to produce an accurate reading. Again, our pocket has been auto-dimensioned so you can drag these dimensions to a better location. The split curve feature is a very powerful tool that allows you to take complex measurements very quickly. With the scanning mode enabled, you can also measure a curved surface. Select the curved surface option in the software and then place the probe at the start of your surface. Wait for the bleep and then start to move the stylus across the curved surface you want to scan. When you have completed the scan, just hold the stylus still to automatically finish the measurement. One thing to be mindful of in scanning mode is when the stylus moves, sometimes the software thinks you're trying to take a measurement. It is good practice to turn the probe off in between measurements. You can turn the probe off and on by clicking the button in the software or again by hovering over the magnetic button we set earlier. Now we have measured a part, we will go through some dimensioning, which is exactly the same procedure if you have used our software on any other machine. Creating a dimension is as easy as clicking one feature, then clicking the second. This will attach the dimension to your mouse pointer. You can then simply click again and you have placed the dimension in the correct place. Double clicking a feature like a circle will give you the diameter of that feature. If you want to measure the distance between two planes, we will need to take a second plane measurement. Because we are still in scanning mode, we can just select a plane and hold the probe onto the surface, wait for the bleep and then scan the plane. As we did earlier, we just stop moving the probe to end the measurement. Now we have our second plane, we can dimension these planes in the XZ view. By default, the XY view is shown. If we click and hold the mouse wheel button, we can rotate the inspection. The view will then snap to the nearest orientation. In the XZ view, we can now click on the top plane and dimension to the second plane we have just measured. Click again to place the dimension. If we rotate the inspection back to the XY view, you can see that the dimensions are only shown for the current view you have active.